In a small village, surrounded by misty mountains, there was a chilling legend. It was about a girl who could never leave her room. Her name was Zina. The villagers whispered about her in secret. Some said she was cursed. Others believed she was a trapped spirit. A few claimed she guarded something terrible. Whatever the truth, one thing was certain: no one dared to open her door. Kojo was different. He was a curious boy visiting the village to stay with his grandparents. Unlike the others, he wasn't afraid. He couldn't stop thinking about the mysterious girl. Each time he passed her house, he wondered, who was Zina? Why couldn't she leave? Was she even real? One evening, as the sun disappeared behind the mountains, Kojo sat by the fire with the elders. They spoke about Zina's family. Her parents claimed she had fallen ill as a child. They said the sunlight would kill her. But the elders didn't believe that. One leaned closer and whispered, "She isn't human anymore. She's guarding something dangerous." Kojo's curiosity grew stronger than his fear. That night, while the village slept, he snuck out and went to the old house. It stood on the edge of the village, quiet and dark. The wooden door, worn and crooked, seemed to watch him. He hesitated, but then he heard it, a voice. "Please, help me," it said softly. Kojo froze. His heart pounded in his chest. The voice was faint but clear. It came from behind the door. He stepped closer, pressing his ear to the wood. "I've been waiting for someone like you," the voice said. Trembling, Kojo knelt and looked through the keyhole. The room was dim, lit by a strange, soft glow. In the middle of the room, he saw her, a girl. Her silver eyes shone like the moon. Her skin glowed faintly, almost like she wasn't real. She turned her head slowly and looked right at him. "I'm not cursed," she said. Her voice was calm, but it carried pain. "I'm bound. Bound to protect this village from something far worse." Kojo's breath caught. The stories were true, but they were wrong. Zina wasn't cursed, and she wasn't a monster. She was something much more. "This room," she continued, "isn't just a room. It's a doorway to another world. For years, I've been holding back the darkness that wants to escape. But I can't do it alone anymore. My strength is fading. I need your help." Kojo hesitated. He was only a boy. What could he possibly do? But Zina's eyes filled with tears. "If the darkness escapes," she said, "it will consume everything. The village, the mountains, the world. Please." Kojo nodded. He couldn't explain why, but he trusted her. Zina stood and raised her hand. The glow in the room grew brighter. The air shimmered, and suddenly, a portal opened on the far wall. Through it, Kojo saw a strange, shadowy realm. It was filled with glowing stones, endless darkness, and terrifying creatures. "This is where the darkness lives," Zina said. "We must seal it, together." Kojo stepped through the portal with her. The air was cold, and shadows seemed to move all around them. They worked together, solving ancient riddles etched into glowing stones. Shadowy creatures lunged at them, but Zina used her remaining strength to protect them both. As they reached the center of the realm, the portal began to crack and grow unstable. Zina turned to Kojo, her silver eyes glowing brighter than ever. "I can seal it," she said. "But it will cost me everything." Kojo's voice broke. "There has to be another way." She smiled softly. There isn't. This is my purpose. Protect the village. Protect the story. With a deep breath, Zina stepped forward. Light exploded from her, brighter than the sun. The darkness screamed as the portal collapsed in on itself. When Kojo opened his eyes, he was back in the village. The old house stood silent once again. Zina was gone. But her story remained. Kojo stood outside her door, whispering to himself, she wasn't cursed. She was our protector. And now, I'll make sure no one forgets. Some stories aren't about curses or fear. Some are about sacrifice, bravery, and the things we never see. And that is the story of the girl who could not leave her room. But this is only one of many untold stories. If you love mysterious, captivating tales from around the world, make sure to subscribe to Fable Keepers. Turn on notifications, so you never miss a story. Like this video if you enjoyed the journey, and let us know in the comments, what do you think really happened to Zina? Until next time, keep the stories alive.